go, let's go.
I think they don't like Robert De Niro. What do you guys think?
You tough kid! You tough kid! You we are gonna fight. Trying to do it in the book. Watch out, man. Watch out. We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
He says you are gangsters from a guy who's made a living pretending to be a gangster. I don't know. It seems kind of disingenuous. Almost like they all use guns, but all are anti-Second Amendment. But hypocrisy, Hollywood, who knew?
Step aside, guys. Make a hole. Make a hole. Step aside. You're a Step aside. You're trash. Look at my face.
Wow. 15 seconds. Be right back.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more f***ed up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party.
Good afternoon. Matthew Spear from the Don't Unfriend Me Show. That is Still Point, the Don't Unfriend Me band. Give them a listen on iTunes, will you please? We're going to be talking about Robert De Niro. We know we are seconds, well, actually just a few minutes from the jury deliberating, and we could have an answer shortly whether Donald Trump will be found guilty in the trumped-up charges, no pun intended, that we all know are just a political ploy. But more to that, why is the Biden administration propping up Robert De Niro, of all people, to come into New York and say and espouse things about Donald Trump? It's interesting. As someone who spent years uncovering facts often discarded and overlooked, I find Robert De Niro's vehement hatred for Donald Trump particularly intriguing. What lies beneath this public animosity, I wonder? To understand, we need to delve into De Niro's past, his controversies, and the personal battles that might fuel his intense disdain. De Niro's public animosity towards Trump isn't just a recent development. It's deeply rooted, and it appears to be driven by more than just political differences. De Niro has often stated that Trump wants to destroy the city, the nation, and possibly the world. Sounds like Pinky in the Brain. But what exactly is De Niro afraid of? To explore this, we need to revisit a significant episode from De Niro's past. In 1998, Robert De Niro found himself in the center of a French police investigation into an international prostitution ring. This probe, which focused on a network operating out of Paris, implicated several high-profile individuals in the entertainment industry. De Niro was in France filming at the time when his name came up during interrogations of those arrested in connection with the ring. French authorities, led by investigating magistrate Frédéric Negron-Dauquin, holy moly, say that again. I guess I should say it in French. Frédéric Negron-Dauquin. Sounds much better. We're delving into the operations of a prostitution ring that catered to wealthy clients and involved models and actresses. Where have we heard this before? De Niro was summoned for questioning after being linked to the ring through testimony of a prostitute who claimed to have seen him at the events organized by the network. Events, not just a singular event. During the interrogation, De Niro vehemently denied any involvement, stating that he had never paid for sex and was unaware of the illicit activities surrounding him. Despite his denials, the media frenzy surrounding the case painted De Niro in a controversial light. The press had a field day, speculating about his potential involvement and scrutinizing his past behaviors and relationships. De Niro, who was not charged with any crime, later expressed his outrage, describing the ordeal as a nightmare and accusing the French authorities of using him to garner publicity for their investigation. This incident, though it did not lead to any legal repercussions for De Niro, significantly tarnished his public image. It fueled speculation about his private life and raised questions about the company he kept. The shadow of this scandal has lingered over De Niro's career, contributing to a perception of him as a figure with a complicated and potentially compromised past. This backdrop adds a layer of complexity to his public persona and his fierce opposition to figures like Donald Trump, suggesting that there may be deeper, more personal reasons behind his vocal political stance. Additionally, De Niro's name has been rumored to appear on Jeffrey Epstein's infamous flight logs, suggesting potential associations with Epstein's circle. While these rumors have never been confirmed, they add another layer of suspicion and intrigue to De Niro's past. His connections to powerful individuals involved in serious scandals cannot be ignored when examining his motives and fears. Another controversial aspect of De Niro's past is a relationship with disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein. De Niro and Weinstein were known to have a close professional relationship, with De Niro starring in several Weinstein-produced films. Their collaboration extended beyond the silver screen, with both men advocating for stringent COVID-19 mandates and masking. This alliance during the pandemic raised eyebrows, considering Weinstein's notorious reputation and De Niro's vocal support for restrictive measures. Fast forward to today, and De Niro's personal life continues to be marred by turmoil. His relationships have often been tumultuous, leading to multiple divorces and substantial alimony and child support back payments. Financial stress and public scrutiny have undoubtedly taken their toll on De Niro, and these personal struggles may be contributing to his vehement public outbursts. De Niro's fear of Trump might be rooted in a perceived threat to his own secrets. He has been quoted many times saying that Trump would come after him, but for what? Trump's presidency in 2016 did not see him targeting half the country, so why would he start now? Is De Niro projecting his own fears and past indiscretions onto Trump? There is a psychological aspect to consider here. De Niro's accusations against Trump often reflect issues he has faced in his own life. Failed relationships, financial problems, and public scrutiny. Could it be that De Niro sees a reflection of himself in the man he so vehemently criticizes? The fear of being exposed or held accountable for past actions might be driving his intense animosity. Moreover, De Niro's involvement in the recent chaotic press conferences for Biden's campaign only adds fuel to the fire. The event, intended to showcase support for Biden, turned into a spectacle that was widely mocked. De Niro was heckled by Trump supporters, as you saw, and the press conference was disrupted by the hecklers and a car alarm, drawing comparisons to the satirical show Veep. The actor's attempt to paint Trump as a national threat seemed to backfire spectacularly, further questioning the effectiveness of his public tirades. De Niro's past, filled with controversies and personal struggles, offers a glimpse into the possible reasons behind his hatred for Trump: the 1998 sex trafficking investigation, his rumored connections to Jeffrey Epstein, his close relationship with Harvey Weinstein, his advocacy for stringent mandates during the pandemic, has really just maligned with all of his failed relationship and his financial woes. It paints a different picture of a man with much to hide and much to fear. As someone who has spent years in intelligence, I know that fear often drives people to extreme measures. In De Niro's case, his public outbursts against Trump might be a manifestation of deeper, unresolved fears about his own life and actions. From my perspective, De Niro's intense hatred for Trump reveals more about De Niro than it does about Trump. It speaks to a man wrestling with his own demons, projecting his insecurities and fears onto public figures he cannot control. This scenario serves as a stark reminder of the power of unresolved personal issues to shape public behavior. It underscores the importance of looking beyond the surface to understand the true motivations driven by individuals, especially those in the public eye. The lesson here is clear. When someone protests too loudly and too often, it's worth considering what they might be hiding. In De Niro's case, his public vitriol could very well be a smokescreen. And these fears and past transgressions deserve question. Understanding this helps us see through the noise and recognize the underlying truths that shape public discourse. Folks, Matthew Spear is my name. Thank you for watching tonight. We'll be live 7 o'clock. You will get, hopefully, a jury reaction and some understanding, hopefully, in the innocence until proven guilty will stand firm in America tonight. A lot of people have doubts. I have mine as well. Find out at 7 o'clock tonight if we know anything new. I hope we do. Thanks for stopping by. Also, you can go to thedumshow.com and find all of our shows, our clothing line, and things to that effect. We hope you will do so. Talk to you later tonight. Have a good one.
Adjusting transmitter output. This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, Olivia, and Mike. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on the Spreely.tv network and all major social media channels at The DUM Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.